Yo, 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 yo. What people, it is me, Jason Gooner, back with you on Jason Gooner TV. It's another World Cup live watch along, and we are here for it, people, because it is England versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. This one should be a cracker because I think DRC have nothing to lose, and I think England is all the pressure falls on them. So how will they respond to that? We are going to find out now. I am so excited that I can do this one live for you guys. We're gonna have a good time today, like we've been having in the World Cup. We have played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the round of 32 games. We have three more today. England, DR Congo is the first. And here on Jason Gooner TV, we're going to bring you all of the action. Up, up, up. Big up yourself, skipper. Yeah, man, we're there. My G, Milky Moo in the building. Yo, I never see you last night, Milky. Where did they? Where did they? DRC, Milky Moo say. They up on the gully side. Big up, Jagans. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Let me share this video because it's only right. It's only right that we share it. Yeah, so we have a big call in the game today for England. Some big calls as well for Minier. Sorry, not Minier. The Sabri. Sorry. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Yeah, man. Eras the boss in the building. Yeah, man. Let them know, man. Hit the likes and subscribe. Do all the right things, Share the content as well. All right, so let me get on the screen for you guys the lineups for today's matchup. Again, like I said, a little bit of a curveball thrown by Mr. Tommy T, Super Tommy, as Chelsea fans used to call him. Jordan Pickford in goal, no surprise there. Jed Spence have to play right back. Obviously, Livermore has left the tournament. They played Kwanzaa their last game. We have seen Reece James there, who is unfit now. So they're down to trying to find other solutions. And Jed Spence is who they have gone with on that right side. You have Ezri Konsa and Mark Gahey in the centre back pairing. Konsa been up and down for me. Gahey has been a little bit more solid for sure. So let's see how they hold up today. Hopefully, for England's sake, they don't make any mistake. Nico O'Reilly hasn't influenced the game as much as he does typically for Manchester City. I don't know if that's just a matter of confidence or he just can't really find the right pockets of space to affect the game in this system. But unlocking a better Nico O'Reilly will help them moving forward in the tournament. Let's see if he has any improved performance today. Declan Rice and Elliot Anderson will be the pairing in midfield. Declan Rice got a rest in the third match of the group stage, which was probably smart. He has played more minutes than most players in greater European leagues this season. So probably needed a little bit more of a rest than the rest of the players. Jude Bellingham has been talismanic in that area of the park for England. Pretty much playing a free role in midfield, arriving in the box late. Sometimes he drifts out to the left, sometimes he drifts out to the right. Typically, if he drifts, it's going to be to the left-hand side. And, he's had end product in this tournament, assists and goals, both being racked up by him, and overall good performances. Marcus Rashford has started today off the left. He has kind of been splitting that position with Anthony Gordon, and Morgan Rogers has played over there as well in the third matchup of the group stage. So rotation being used by Tommy, but I think that's partly because, none of the wingers that he's been playing is really on top of the game. Rashford looks like he has these moments where he looks, yeah, maybe we should go with him, and then others not looking so good. Madueke, in terms of beating the player that's marking him, very good. But what do you get after that? That's the issue. So Madueke actually is the big surprise today. He starts on the right over Bukayo Saka. We know that Saka hasn't been 100%. It's come out since he's been at the World Cup that the Achilles problem isn't really fully behind him. So that could be a part of the reason why. But I think England fans, if they don't do well in this game today, will definitely be looking at why is Tuchel starting Nani Madueke. And Harry Kane, of course, the captain playing up front. No game time for Ivan Toney or Ali Watkins to speak of, and that's mainly because of the presence of Harry Kane. For Congo, they're playing with the back four and goalkeeper that has gotten them through the tournament so far. Mpasi, Wan-Bissaka, Mbemba, the captain, and Twanzebe. Then you have Masuaku, who has been really good in the World Cup at left back. In the midfield, a bit of a change up. Mukau, who has played a few of the games from the start and also come off the bench. Mutasami has been a fixture in the middle of that midfield. And then Sadiki wasn't starting the games, basically throughout the group stage. I think he got his first start in the third game, or maybe even still came on. I can't remember. But Sadiki does start in the knockout phase for the first time, I think. Actually, let me check. I think he started the Uzbekistan game. Yeah, he started the Uzbekistan game, came on halftime here, came on in the second half in the first game. Yeah, that's how it went. So Sadiki starts tonight. He's been decent in the World Cup. And Mbuku starts off the right. Sipenga off the left, who has only been coming off the bench. So going with some different players to start the game. I've been very surprised of the lack of use of Theo Banganda in this World Cup. And also Mishak Elia. They really carried them through a large chunk of the qualifiers, and they have not really been favored in this one, in this tournament so far. So, just very interesting there to go with Sipenga and Mbuku. Two very nippy players, but I think you get a little bit more technical quality out of the players that they might have left off on the bench. But let's see how they do. They will be playing a counter-attacking style. They'll need speed. And I think he has gone with three of the fastest players he could put on the field up front. So the Serb probably sees that, after England are in their possession for longer spells, they will have, maybe only two players back. I think Spencer and O'Reilly have the freedom in attack to get into different pockets. And it could potentially leave the back line exposed if they can counter quickly enough. So he's gone with the three track stars up front. And of course, Wissa, not only the speed, you're going to get the technical ability as well. And he's been really good in this World Cup, scoring 3 goals so far. Only game he didn't score was the Colombia game. Scored against Portugal to force the draw, and also scored a penalty and a goal late to give them the win against Uzbekistan, which lands them here in the round of 32. But people, for me, the keys to the game is going to be what kind of end product does Noni Madueke bring. I think he's going to find himself in a lot of good positions up against Masuaku on the left. I think he's going to get by him more than a few times. But what comes of that afterwards? Can he actually be a threat cutting inside and being a shooting threat? Madueke, I've seen him score goals from range. It's just so few and far between that if you don't watch the TV plays for it, you probably don't see them. But I've seen it. Can he do that with any measure of consistency? I don't really think so, but Tommy does because he keeps giving him the chance. So let's see if he can repay his manager's trust today in this game. Also, I think that midfield of Rice and Anderson, while is very, very good in one aspect of the game defensively, I feel like at times the ball kind of gets stuck in that area of the pitch because they're not progressing the ball enough into the next zone of the pitch. And Anderson does that better than Rice, but I think Anderson, while playing for England so far, has exhibited a bit of safety in his game that maybe is not evident when he's playing for Forest. I think that if I was Tommy, I would be telling him, listen, you are my risk taker in the deep line area. Not necessarily on the ball taking on players, but the passes that you attempt, I'm okay if your passing percentage is a little lower because I want you to be the one playing those progressive passes. Rice, more often than not, is going to play the safer pass. Typically, if he's going to drive the ball forward, it's going to be a dribbling run that he does, not necessarily a pass, right? So They have different ways of doing it. I think Rice needs to be that aggressive player as well. If there's an opportunity to just run past a player, he needs to do it because you want to get the ball to the Rashfords, to the Maduekes, to the Judes, to the Kanes earlier in the progression of your possession because you don't want Congo to get into that block that I'm sure they're going to get into. It's probably going to fall into like a 4-5-1 when they're out of possession. Um, I could definitely see Sadiki and Mbuku coming a bit more compact with Motosami and Mbuku and Sepenga kind of dropping into the wide areas to form the five. So it's going to be a block that they're going to face. And we saw against Ghana, they weren't able to unlock it with any level of regularity. And it was kind of a slow, methodical type of thing. And there was no punch in the performance. If that happens today, DR Congo have a really good chance because, like I said, the coach has shown I'm going to go with my speedsters on the wing. Maybe I lose a little bit of ball retention with them, but they might provide that vertical threat that can really hurt England. And it might force England to be a little bit more conservative when they attack and not get the numbers required to break down the low block into the play. So a lot of things at play here. I do expect England to have the ball the bulk majority of the time. Jamaica played Congo and had more possession. So England will definitely have the bulk of the possession. It's just about how effective they are with that possession and how incisive they can be in order to create goal scoring opportunities because it's no use having 75% possession if you create one big chance or two big chances in a game. With that amount of possession, you want to be in the fours, the fives, a lot of opportunities, and let the goalkeeper get a 10 or a 9 and so forth score in order to not win the game, right? That's what England would want to see happen. But I think DR Congo will have the blueprint and the game plan. They have the disciplined players as well that can carry out the structure for the majority, if not 90 minutes. And to be fair to them, when you look at their bench, they have players that can come on and do a job. Kayembe has proven to be a good foil for Masuaku late in the game. He's had good performances. Piquel is a solid midfielder, a little bit mad in the brain, but he definitely can do a job in there. Kayembe hasn't really been the best, honestly. So maybe his game might not be so secure to get. You have the likes of a veteran like Bakambu to come on with fresher legs late in the game. Maybe he's more effective. Maele can get you a goal. Elia, I've talked about Banganda. So they have some options on the bench they could turn to if need be later in the game. But let's see how it plays out. Good luck to them. Full disclosure, I'm gonna work with what I put in because even though right now in my heart I want DR Congo to win, my prediction was 3-1 to England when I predicted this game when we did the whole predictions of the round of 32. So in all honesty, I'm gonna tell you my prediction is 3-1 to England, but I swear during this game I'm going to be kind of rooting for Congo because it's too hard not to. I know some Jamaicans don't understand that because Congo knocked us out, but I don't really care about that. I just like the story that they might actually get past England at the World Cup. If that were to happen, that would be a crazy story. And the Arsenal in me is saying, these guys need to go home anyway. I don't need them to be playing 5 more games. Maybe that's selfish, but the man them need a rest. Bless up, Conrad. Big up yourself. Yo, Grizzle, there. Yeah, man, big up, big up, big up. Don't be surprised if England lose. Yeah, I'm predicting 3-1 England. I think they'll eventually break the Congo defensive line more than a few times, and they'll get a few goals on the board. And as Congo begin to chase the game, they'll find a third at some point. Congo either scores a consolation or scores to make it 2-1. That's what I think will happen. But hey, if it don't go that way and Congo just eke out a 1-0, I won't be upset. Told already England lack creative players. Yeah. When you look at the pitch right now, Madueke, Rashford, I guess those are the creators in the team, right? But I think their way of creating is whipping in a ball. It's not necessarily, a through pass or a reverse pass or anything like that. You know, they don't have that type of creator. Um, Anderson is a deep line creator, but you know, you wouldn't put him up there in the world as that type of player. So I mean, yeah, they don't really have that type of creative. I think what they have is good 1v1 players, right? In terms of players that can just beat a man and create an opening from beating them, change the angle of the pass that they're gonna make because they beat the player. You know, that's really what they have as creators, not in a traditional creator sense like a Ozil or you know a player like that. Do you really think England Elliot needed both Rice and Anderson in this game? No, not really, but it just depends on how him set them up. Like if Rice is kind of the deeper player and Anderson is freer, and it's kind of like Anderson and Bellingham, so it's more like a 4-1-4-1 type of thing. That might be better, or at least one of those two that are playing deeper line have more freedom, you know. But I think what's gonna happen more than likely is Rice will kind of split the back line. O'Reilly and Spence will go high. Um, or actually, what I think they should do, Spence play a little more conservative on the right, leave Nani to have that right wing kind of to himself to do his work. Um, O'Reilly go where Rice is in possession, Rice push up, or Rice slide right, O'Reilly push into midfield beside Rice and Anderson push up. So you know, on paper, yes, they have the two of them, but when they have the ball, which will be the bulk of the time, they're only really having one pivot there. You know, that's how it could work. That's how it could work. So it looks like the game is about has kicked off. So I am gonna be a little bit behind how it's running, but that's okay. Up full, up full, up full. Three kittens going down, Guna. Congo is going to frustrate them by being compact. Yeah. I That's their blueprint, right? They have it already. You know, Ghana showed it to them. And I think they have similar defensive players that can carry out those duties to Ghana. You know, they're a solid defensive team as well. They didn't concede much in the qualifiers. And those are the runs that I think England will have to make today, that run Rice made. It has to come from a deeper line player because and Rice just didn't quite have enough speed to reach that in time. England technically good, but no difference maker. Yeah, I mean, I think their difference makers are just I don't know. I mean, Bellingham and Kane, you'd have to say are those guys, right? I think 100% fit Saka would be a guy like that, but we haven't seen that version of Saka for a while. Um, they're definitely gonna need Madueke and Rashford to play good. You know, they can't just have average games and them do anything. Them guys gonna have to show up and do something. Of course, Rashford have one Bissaka facing him. Sure, they would have been through some battles in training over the years. Here's Wissa into the box. Well held up by Wissa, but he's offside. And it will be a free kick to England. Yeah, man, skipper, let them know. Over the top, Rashford. First matchup with Wan Bissaka. Just lays it off. Kane can't turn on it. Good tackle, Mutosami. Here's Mbuku. Sorry, Mukau. Twanzebe, Masuaku. Good pressing by Madueke, but good play. And England high pressing, but Congo keep the football. Madueke, though, tracking back. Good tackle. So Congo trying to play through the pressure, not going long. Masuaku Akos. Madueke Makos. Yo, Empasi, yeah, it takes so long. Bellingham nearly get a touch on that one there. Oh, push and Rashford called. Yeah. Bellingham say you're lucky. Yo, that is close. Jeez. The man get it over him foot. Yo, look how much the man give away a goal a while ago, you know. Think the ricochet there go right at least towards the goal. All the way back to Empasi again. Let's see if he takes too long this time. Goes to Mbemba, back to Empasi. Twanzebe is free on the left. So that was smart from Congo there. They pushed Masuaku all the way high and wide, which pulled back Madueke from pressing so high. That created a bunch of space to just get the ball out, dribbling out. And that's poor giveaway. Congo, that's a good ball over the top. Madueke, this is why he's in the game. Running in behind. Can he beat Masuaku here on the right? Fumbling on the ball as usual. Gets it under control now. Plays a pass into Anderson. Anderson over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly playing central like I said he should. Here's Rice out to Rashford. 1v1 into the back stick, and that's over everyone, every defender and the goalkeeper. Curls out a play for a goal kick, but Madueke there had an opportunity if he could get the ball under control faster. But this madman take 10 minutes for control the ball and had to just play it back central. But that is a play that England will want to make over the top to Madueke on that right-hand side. And they're hoping that he can deliver some kind of product when he gets the ball down there on that right-hand side. But that came from a giveaway from Congo. And one thing I've noticed about Congo so far, they haven't been afraid to really get expansive on the ball. Because they were a bit exposed just now when they turned over the ball. Now they're much more set on this losing of possession, so they're not too deep. You see the back four, and like I was thinking, it does turn into more of a 4-5-1 out of possession. But good composure from Congo. Congo don't look panicked, pretty much playing their football. Clearly they're into the World Cup at this point. Feel like they have a rhythm going. This is good play from Congo, good passing, making England work. Ooh. Mukau expressing himself on the ball. Probably should have got rid of it, but that's okay. Congo growing in confidence. England, due to how Congo is setting up themselves on the pitch, they can't afford to just press them. Very stretched out in terms of the fullbacks being high and wide and holding back the wingers from pressing high. So this is good football from Congo. Good passing in tight space. England can't win the ball from them. They're still in possession. Mutasami on the halfway line. Mbemba driving forward into England's half now. Good ball into the box. He's free at the back stick. Here's a shot. And it scores. Jordan Pickford. Oh, my word. And that must be a goalkeeping error. Pickford can't stop it at his near post. And it's 1-0. Brian Sipenga. And look at all the English players with the looks on their faces like, what is happening? Hello, Mama Africa. The English fans are stunned in the crowd. Pickford says, fuck, he can't believe it. And DR Congo draw first blood. What a goal. Brian Sipenga. That's why he's the coach and I am the analyst sitting in my studio. I said, I'm surprised that they started this man, but maybe he went for the more finishers because this was a striker's finish. Sipenga really just taking a chance at that near post, but England too open. One ball through the middle is played in. It was a deeper run by Sadiki. The forwards had dropped off. The center backs had nothing to do. Spence follows the run of Central, leaves a bunch of space wide for Sipenga, and Sipenga makes use of the space, beating him on the near post. Congo leads 1-0. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And Sipenga with a King Pupalik celebration. couldn't land it cleanly. Congo leads 0. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. England, what you made of now? Congo have something to defend, and Passy taking a big landing on his back there. I don't know if he'll be all right, you know. And Bemba is also down, or that's Masuaku actually, holding his arm. And Passy is moving, so that's a good sign. And them don't know who to check first. Boy, Kane push him on him. Oof, a landing. Oh yeah. See where him shoulder could have get mashed up this one. Yo, 1-0. Yo, Sipenga. He's onside. And like I said, Spence has to be communicating with his center backs there. Everybody is way too far to this side of the pitch. The two center backs are on one player. Ezra Konsa just getting sucked into that side of the field. There's no need for him to be so far in, which is forcing Spence to come central. Because a lot of people will say that and say Spence never do him job, but he had to. He can't allow Sadiki to just run behind web name like that. That was just poor positionally by the back line of England. Really poor. Because they're all four defenders are basically on the ball side, including your right back. There's no coverage on the other side. And I can't really blame the winger on that side because he's marking Masuaku, who's deeper in the field. Maybe even if he saw it, there's no way he could recover there. He's thinking Spence has that guy covered. The centre backs have the middle runner. That's not what happened. So when they show that video on film, I'm sure Tuchel will be very, very upset because it's just about communication there. Spence has to talk to Konsa and bring him towards him so that he doesn't have to track that runner all the way away from his marker. Yeah, man, they are playing good. On the ball, I've been impressed with them. They don't mind keeping it. I was saying they wouldn't want it, but that was the part of this strategy that's different. But what that does is they were able to get bodies forward, and the runs in behind confused England. Sadiki makes a deep run. It's not seen by the two centre backs. The right back is the only player that sees that run. He's forced to trap the run and leave his marker free. And the ball by Mbemba, whether it was aimed for Sadiki or not, that angle on the ball, it was going to either go to Sadiki or it was going to go through to the player who's wide and free. And he just did the most with it. And Pickford was poor. Pickford should save that. You're an international goalkeeper, the ball come right by your foot and you couldn't keep it out, you know? Yeah, man, them under one, brother. DR Congo. Peas, what the answer the peas? England in possession. Down the line, cut out by Twanzebe, but he can't keep it in. Spence will take the throw. Remember, broken jaw or had. People, be sure smash up the likes. People, smash up the likes. Share the content, man. People them know so we're there. Spence, Kanza, Madueke. Cuts inside. Still on the ball, Madueke. Looking for a pass. Now he finds one. Spence. Here's Bellingham. Bellingham changes the play now to Gahey. Gahey over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly finds Rashford. Rashford goes back to Gahey. Gahey on the ball. Grizzly say, hope Congo don't go into a low block. Yeah, the block got a little deep on this possession. Here is Madueke. Good cut back onto the right foot. Flips it into the box. Here's O'Reilly. Good first touch. Drops it back to Gahey. Wide now to Rashford. Rashford finds Rice. Rice tries across low, but it's cut out by Mutusami. He's been blocking everything so far. This will be the first corner of the game for England. Declan Rice, of course, steps over to take this one. So DR Congo need to stay locked in defensively here. Want to be able to keep this lead for at least a good 15-20 minutes. Back stick, and that beats everyone. And he looks to the heavens. I don't know if that was supposed to be a runner there or not. This game is up the road in Atlanta. Chano, I should have went to the damn game. Oh, good tackle. Madueke. Gahey. Over to Bellingham. Trivella cross. Two runners, but both a little bit too far for both of them. Kane Claps, though, likes the idea. A slow start from England so far. That hasn't tested Empasi yet. And they conceded one shot on target and they're down 1-0. Konsa over to Spence. Here's Madueke. Played. Yes, sir. Spence. Not the best ball cut out by Mutusami, but it will fall to Elliot Anderson. Okay, he goes back out to Spence. Madueke, you're offside, bro. Here's Bellingham. Out to Madueke. Bellingham gets it from Kanza over to Anderson. So Anderson looks to be the one playing deeper. Rice is a bit further forward. Rice finds O'Reilly. O'Reilly over to Rashford. Rashford into the box. Good punch by Empasi. Laid off by Spence, but it's poor and it's cut out. And then Madueke fouls. The goal scorer, Sepenga, doing some defensive work. Pretty sure they count this as an error on Pickford, you know. Which they should probably. Maybe not. Ball they go straight to the monster. So Sepenga earns a foul. And Congo will kick this one long. Empasi boots it down the field. Kansa wins the first ball. Rice second ball. Kane lays it off to Anderson. Anderson was looking for Madueke. And that pass was a little bit off. So 17 minutes into the game. Not the start that England fans would have wanted. I guess maybe the only good thing about that is if you're going to concede, just do it early so you have a whole heap of time. But I think what's the interesting thing about this is Congo came out here to actually play football. They did not come to really sit. when they're in possession, it's a lot of movement, a lot of rotation, a lot of passing. It's not direct at all, which I thought they might go a little more direct than this. And this is terrible from England. They need to realize that they're being pressed. And Spence doesn't give away a corner. He keeps it in. Here's Madueke. Finds Kanza. Madueke over to Pickford. Pickford is a madman as usual, but it works out. Then giving away. This is poor from England right now. What are they doing? All right, that's better. Bellingham plays it in between Rice and Rashford to nobody in particular, and then takes out the player. Jeez. Yo. Bellingham, I know you lose the ball a while ago, bro, but that was a reckless tackle, man. So Mbuku upended there. I think Bellingham was frustrated with himself because he had the easy pass to Rice, played it behind him, but never played hard enough for it to reach Rashford, so it was cut out. And in trying to win the ball back, he takes the player out. I think, oh, that's a brilliant shape on that one. A lot of contact there. Wissa goes down. Hands out, wondering where's the call. I see the replay. That's a good shape on that from Mbuku. I think he goes down a bit too easily. That time he was just covered. Yo, Wissa try use the egghead for pass it on the ground. You see that replay there a while ago? Oh, man. Yo, blaze up the Congo. Show them you beat Jamaica. Show them how you beat Jamaica or why you beat Jamaica. Respect for the likes count. David J. I did with laugh. England. It's like at this point it even makes sense them drop out because them not playing none. Well played them Bemba. Bit risky, but if you pull it off, pull it off. Yo, Rashford done madman. But Rashford I try, bro. The man just show them, yo, we need for run like mad people, brother. We are lose. Masuaku waiting for the running behind, but Spence being conservative, so plays to feet. And that's poor. Good turn from Bellingham. Bellingham, just play a simple pass no man. Why you have to be the hero? You try two Trivella, 1-2 pass in that brother. Just play a simple pass sometime, man. Ross. It's horrible. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Nobody not connect no pass. Bellingham want to be a hero every time him get the ball. The man I try to make the greatest highlight of the World Cup history. Just play the ball game simple, man. Almost every time an English player do anything right now, hands up after them done, you know. Oh, again, we do some what's going on? Where are my teammates? Constant, it's constant. Belgium, Senegal. Yo, what did that game lead to, you know? I was gonna take a break after this game, but boy, maybe I should just do that game too. I have to do all of Mama Africa game them. Belgium, Senegal. You know what? I'm not gonna do that game. Like I'm sure say I Maxi probably had that car. Belgium. So we can go over this for that one day, but definitely I'll do the USA game against Bosnia. Money break. Yeah, hopefully for Tuchel is a tactical timeout because something need for change, brother. Maybe we shouldn't feel so bad we were beaten by this team. I don't even feel they were going this hard against us. Yeah, I mean, the only I wouldn't feel bad about the team we lost. I just feel bad because we lost. You know, I never really thought Congo was that bad of a team. I didn't thought they were. I didn't think they were a great team either. But collectively, they play well as a team. But this version of them, they look way more in sync than against us, for sure. I mean, some of the patterns and the movements and how they're willing to play against pressure is nice. It's a joy. It's a joy to watch so far. They're surprising me with their ability to possess the ball today. Mm. The game boring, Jagons. I think what's keeping me into it is just the storyline right now. It's not necessarily the football, but I do like how Congo is playing, though. I mean, Congo is a team that looks more confident in possession and, you know, a little more incisive with the movement and stuff. England looks very labored. Everything is labored. Everything takes a little too long. And whenever they do break, people are trying to be the superhero, trying a pass that's maybe going to come off 1 in 10 when they could have just played a simpler pass that which would lead to the killer pass. You want to make the killer pass one pass too early. Like I've seen that happen a few times for England today. Tuchel has to change something. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just love ball, brother. Well, not to say that you don't love it too, Chakans, but I'll find some reason for it to be intriguing, you know? Listen, listen, really make them fretty. I think if Congo score a second goal, England panic and a man gets sent off or some madness or them just, them start play too wild, them start play too rushed and can't connect nothing because they try to do it too fast. It's like they want to score 2 goals one time. I think they're already playing a bit anxious the way they're playing right now, just being down one. So I can imagine if they go down two, that would be a big issue for them. Good run by Madueke. Good ball by Kansa. Here's Madueke. Good first touch finally. But that time Masuaku read him. And based on how this World Cup has been going, they have not been really calling those, 50-50 type of penalties in the box. So would never expect him to get that penalty. That would be crazy though, David, if them score again. I show the replay with Madueke. A bunch of contact, but was kind of like halfway going down already when him tried to make the change of direction. Well done, Spence. Bombard. Oh, good run, Spence. So it looks like Sadiki gonna go in the book now. Yeah, man, rub salt in there. But Sadiki there. So one salad of Masuaku. And then the speed of Spence to get to that ball first. Spence really kind of sold that free kick. I mean, he was fouled, but there wasn't much contact really. The worst part of that was probably the drop for him take. But a good run by Spence, beating a few players. Not the best ball in the world, but somehow It hits ricochets off the foot of Kansa and goes just wide. I don't know how that DR Congo first man never blocked that pass, that free kick, because it was a terrible ball by Rice, honestly. And Sadiki just missed it. It's almost like him hands it. Kansa didn't know much about it, and the ricochet almost going in the goal. CK said it won't be long now. So CK confident in the halftime. Well, the halftime team talk going to make a difference. Madueke got in a cross. I think that's the first cross Madueke tried today. Took 28 minutes. Wasn't good either, but at least he got one in the box. Rice over to Spence. Spence Anderson. Over to Rice. To Anderson. Kanza. Good ball, you know. Ooh, what a save. Bellingham, far post. What a left hand from Mpasi there. Won't be long now, said CK, and that looked close. But Mpasi with a brilliant reaction save. And if they're going to beat England today, Mpasi definitely will have to come up with a few of those. But that was the clearest chance of the day for England. A brilliant shape on the cross from Declan Rice. Bellingham had just pulled away from his marker, had just enough space to be in his own space, and it was a good header as well, far post. Everything about that play was good. Sometimes you just have to respect the goalkeeper. Here's Rashford on the left, trying to get in a ball. Can't find the angle, so he plays O'Reilly. No Anderson. Here's Rashford. Anderson again. Rice. Rashford. Anderson. Over the top to Rashford. Good ball, but Rashford can't keep it in play. Jason, let me ask you what you think about Madueke at Arsenal. You think Arsenal wasted their money with that deal? No, actually I don't, because Madueke has something that is good to have in a team. Just somebody that, you know, if you give him the ball, he cannot run passing player, whether to his feet or over the top, right? And I think at some point, you know, Madueke continues to learn and grow and train every day and all this. I mean, his end product has to get better, right? It has to. So there's enough natural attributes there to where I understand getting him, right? I didn't love the amount of money, but I know England tax and I get all of that. So the good thing is Madueke is not going to stop being English. So whenever we decide to sell him, if he's sold, we'll get a nice English tax fee for him. So could the money have been spent elsewhere or even on a better player in that position? Absolutely. But can I really cuss? Because we won the fucking league, Eras. So we have him now, right? He's starting for England. Will I see a day when Arteta starts him over Saka in games? I think Arteta values ball retention too much to do that. But there are aspects of his game that he is better than Saka at. He will beat the player more than Saka will. I mean, that's a fact. Yeah, the end product though is a fucking joke. That's over the bar. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, because Twanzebe was a United kid too, wasn't he? Yeah. Two captains clash. Why do I have this on the screen? Switch of play, good, well cut out by one Bissaka. There no time. I should have really go. I should have just at least go to Atlanta to the star and just did it. Could I live stream from the fan zone? Good cross. Cut out by Twanzebe. Foul. And Buku seem to be getting foul every time. Every time a Congo man get foul is him. I tell you, Eras. It's horrible, man. As well, Man City, I don't feel sorry for them. I wish it was 230 million them spent. Float say, yo, 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 yo. Big up in a float. Upset a brew. Three lion stew. No, fire. Congo bring the fire and put the lions pan the fire. Mm. Yo, anybody will want to drop them thoughts, drop the link in the comment section. Ball. What a first touch, Kane. Oh, what a challenge by Twanzebe. Yo, that first touch was mad. Madueke. Off the line. One Bissaka off the line. Madueke got by his man, as I told you he will, and actually had some kind of end product. Good cross into the box after the run. And it fell to Rashford at the far post. He just picked out one Bissaka on the line. Anywhere else, and that's in the goal. But England getting closer. Can they hold on for another 10 minutes is the question. Probably a good 15 with injury time. Here's Madueke again. Beats one. Finds Spence on the right. Definitely two players that will get past their markers on that one wing. Here's Madueke looking to get an angle for a shot. It's blocked. And that will go all the way out to the half line towards Pickford. But Madueke getting more and more dangerous on that right side. And they go right back to Spence now. Spence might be too much for Bellingham. It is. And that's well played by Twanzebe. And he'll clear up the field. And some of that passing game that Congo was able to have earlier in the game, when they would get in possession, that has gone out the window. Panic stations now. Out of my live stations now. Here is Rashford putting O'Reilly into a hole, but we've seen him get out of these before, and he's fouled the player. Pretty obvious foul there. Rashford should have just used that run as a decoy that time. There were three players around O'Reilly, even if he gets that ball. Rashford needs to realize that O'Reilly got a touch on it, fell to Rashford, went for the side foot to make sure he got it on target, but he picked out one Bissaka and not a open spot in the goal. Really not the most confident of strikes. But that was good defending. I mean, the goalkeeper was gone, so Wan Bissaka made sure to get on that line and defend it. And here's Madueke. And Madueke is getting really and truly loose right now. Had to be fouled that time. No foul? Wow. I thought he called a foul. So it was a clean tackle, according to the referee. Yeah, man, on the line. Fort Knox. Yeah, crazy defending. But yo, I don't know, man. Congo need to get back. Well, this is better from Congo now. A little spell possession. I think they need this before the half ends. And this is better from Congo. Oh, and now the flag goes up. Played quickly. And that's smart from England. A lot of players upfield. Here's Rashford using the wing. Oh, and will he get that call? He will get that call. There were spots open. Yes, there's been a couple calls that have gone against us, but now say nothing. All right, CK. Nobody start with that because Rashford never get fouled a while ago, and him just drop himself and him call it. Man, Mbuku face, bro. Man can't believe it. So no card for Mbuku, but this is a dangerous area, and we know that England has been set piece FC of the World Cup. Declan Rice standing over it. English fans looking worried, but probably feeling like this is a good chance for them. Rice has that small area in between the back line and the goalkeeper, and Rice again is poor with the set piece. I mean, why? What happened to your Declan Rice? What are they checking for? A penalty? Here's Madueke, 1v1 again on his left foot. Blocked, cut out. England have numbers back, so not too much of a threat here, but good run from Wissa. He will get on the end of this one. 1v1 with Gehi. Getting help from Spence now, but Wissa stays on the ball. O'Reilly clears that one at the back stick. No support defensively. Only one Bissaka here. Now Rashford comes back. Here is Mukau. Mukau, tricky. Good cross with the right foot. Konsa gets the first ball. Elliot Anderson second. Headed away again by Rashford. Back on the ball is Mukau. Mukau's couple step overs. Goes to the right foot again. Goes for the cross and it's blocked. And it's going to be a corner. And it looks like there's no infringement in the box on the other side. Oh, Sadiqi's hand. He knows absolutely nothing about that, though. One of them days. Blaze up the Congo bongo. Everything but score. Pressure them Congo. Congo, England deal with the corner initially, but Congo still in possession. Here's Sipenga. Good shape on that one into the box. Gehi clears. Should be Masuaku running over to get this one. Has some time. Finds Mutosami. Mutosami will reset to Twanzebe, now to Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka is bypassed. Here's Mukau. He's been good on this right side. Mukau beats, well, doesn't quite beat one. Just slipped over the ball. Rashford on the ball now. Back to Rice. Rice. Sideways backwards over to Pickford. Pickford skies it, but clears it okay. Good chest control. Won by Bellingham on the second attempt. Tries to wriggle out of that area. I think they're called for a foul on Bellingham. Hero ball Bellingham again. I'm surprised him never try a 50-yard diagonal. Ooh, the ricochet off of Spence again. I thought it was going to be a corner. Yeah, man. David said, blaze up the Congo bongo. Hello, Mama Africa. Big tune. Yeah, man. Tell the people, and boy, because I'm not a liar, I'm going to stick with my prediction from the round of 32 picks, which was 3-1 England. But if Congo beat them, I wouldn't even be upset. Arsenal man, them can go home and relax. And this version of England's national team ain't gonna win this World Cup, bro. I'm sorry. So all the Lions fans. Woo! That was almost a 2-0, people. Wissa puts it on the outside of the post. The cross came in from Wan-Bissaka after the good overlapping run underneath the leg of O'Reilly, actually off of O'Reilly into the path of Wissa. Oh, Wissa put it behind. Pickford had no chance, but just the wrong side of the post. Oh my gosh. That was it for the 2-0. Oh, they matter about Jamaica? Jaja. Well, I can't play the song because we get copyright. Ball, Bellingham. Oh my gosh. Hurricane. Hurricane is going to get a yellow for diving, or he should. If the ref says he dove, Give him the yellow card then. Give him the yellow card then. Tuchel gonna get a red card now. I don't know though, because Mpasi had this going on. You see, anytime a man goes so, right after, him do it. Let me see. Oh, it's a better angle here. Got to the ball first. I mean, you can argue that Kane ensures the foot touches him, but his hand is there. So I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. You only now go check it. But it has to be a yellow card to Kane. If you believe he dove, you made the signal for dive, it's an automatic yellow then. So you don't even believe yourself, referee. You don't even believe yourself. Them say play. Nothing. Don't even check it. Wow. You deserve the yellow then, ref. Ref, give him the yellow card then. If he dove, like you said, give him the yellow card. Why doesn't he get a yellow card? Anybody tell me, man like Harold, you know? Harold, you know? Is who teach him that one day? Saka? It has to be a yellow mix. It look like a pen to me. Keeper touch him. But if you make a signal he dove, it goes to VAR. VAR don't tell it to go look and see it again. They agree with it that it was a dive. How come him don't get a yellow card? How come? They say Superman. He should get a yellow, people. I don't care what you tell me. The ref actually do the dive signal, bro. I mean, he definitely was selling that penalty, but oh, well done, Deckers. Back to Rashi. How many man you want to dribble, Rashford? How many? Grimy did say it, you know, how much man, how England, if England are going to have the ego ball or the hero ball, and this half them a play hero ball, brother. Too much man, I try this pass where, Lord have mercy. It's for every 3 times Madueke there's something good him do that. Man just pass the ball to the other team, just so. Nah, let me see this again. As watch Mbemba. After he came the yellow, give Mbemba one too. But him make the yellow card signal and a smile. O'Reilly will deal with this. Yeah. Man, too big for that brother there. In that type of situation, him can't get around him. I don't know what O'Reilly are eating, but over the last year, the man get huge. Like, he was tall and skinny at first, but now he's like filled out a lot. Players can get cards for follow through. The keeper follow through and make contact with Kane. No ball was inside. Yeah, look, I actually think it was a penalty. You cannot penalize Kane for running and like ensuring to create some contact, right? That's a part of trying to get a penalty. So I would interpret that as goal. What a save and passy. Yo, what a reaction time. Brother, that's 2 headers. Yo, Bellingham, Guena, man. You ever want them on camera? Every time a man save him ball, he want to hug them up. Every time. Yo, Mpasi, a 2 ratted save him make. 2 of them was Bellingham. Good ball. Yo, Jed Spence is so fast. How crossed the ball there? Declan cross the ball too? Oh no, Madueke that time. What a cross, Madueke. Anytime you get final product out of him, I'm gonna highlight it because trust me, if him can start do that regularly, mm-mm. Nah, man. You think of that? The man doesn't know say to go show back on camera, brother. Never see a man love the on camera. I say, as a man score a goal, a Bellingham that run down side of him go smile and dance and do something. Man, nah, miss opportunity to get on the highlight reel them, brother. Maybe my bad mind still, but Jano, it just seem like him very Hollywood. Yo, by the way, sometimes I wonder, like you're processing in your brain, like what the hell? There was two guys there. One was off of you a bit. And you decided to just push it and try run around the man. And you see the second man there too. God, fire. See? Man just want to make sure I have enough clips making different emotions and you can put that in him what you call it now, press kit. Him love it float, him love it. Yo, this youth Macau play good in the first half, brother. Sipenga could see him never comfortable on him left foot. Try it anyway. And Passy have two big rotted save in this half. Madueke, great cross, good timing from Bellingham, brilliant flicked header. Somehow he's down for the reaction. Watch Bellingham. Love man. Cameroon, England 90. Raja Miller. Oman Beak. Rigobert. But not that time, Madueke. Too much panda one there. Kana. We are pump up. England fans. Judah try still to rotted head I man take. Him just a try too hard in possession some of the time, man. With the pass them. The man want to play this killer pass when I on. Over and over and over again. Declan Rice, you haven't been putting good balls in the box today, Not from set pieces. That's better. Kane, I'm Patsy again. Yo, this brother, man. Kane connect that, Yo, Jano. If I a ball save that, I'm sorry for you, brother. Jude arrogant. What a save. Yo, I think the man put him whole future at risk a while ago. Yo, the man seed bag. Man saved that with him seed bag, brother. Yo, so 1-0 halftime, people. The possession stats do favor England, but I thought it would be even more than this. England have the higher expected goals, but not bad for Congo, 0.69. What a number. 5 big chances England create in the first half. So it's not a lack of chance creation while they're down in the game. One big chance created by Congo in the game, and that fell to Wissa, who actually missed it. So they haven't even scored their big chance. And of course, England have missed all 5 of theirs. Only 3 saves registered for Mpasi, but there have been 3 big ones. The save from Bellingham, the save from Bellingham again, and then right at the end there, Kane free on the back post, opted for a volley low, and it was saved by a very delicate area. You know what I mean? England have more passes, of course, more tackles for Congo. Both teams have 1 yellow card. I think the yellow card for Congo was to Macau. or sorry, to Sadiki, and the yellow card for England was to what the yellow card? Bellingham. That's right, the tackle. Um, so those two players. England attack map, as you can see, Rashford not getting much of the ball on that left hand side. Most of the attack going through Spence and Madueke on that right hand side. Um, if that's by design, I'm not sure. Maybe they thought that Masuaku is a better player to target than Wan-Bissaka on the left. Um, and maybe they also want Rashford to be kind of arriving as opposed to setting up that play. More so what Madueke should be doing or Spence on that right side. They have had some good crosses from both of the chances actually came from crosses from that side of the pitch. So that's something to look at there. So definitely they like that side as the point of attack. And it's not, you can't say it's not working. You create 5 big chances in a half. I mean, that's great. So, you know, two ways to look at it. You can look at it as a coach and say, listen, there's a lot of things we're doing I like because we've had big chances to score, we haven't scored. But I think he'll be, I don't know if upset is the right word, but I think he'll want his press to be much better at turning them over high up the pitch. But I think that's one thing that they haven't been able to do today is really, win the ball in the defensive third of Congo or their attacking third. Um, Congo have been able to draw fouls, connect enough passes to kind of move the ball up the pitch, and England will want to be more effective in that counter press, that high press that they sometimes employ. So they'll be wanting to fix that in the second half. Congo, most of their game, played in the defensive and middle third, but they have been favoring the left-hand side to attack. So, interesting that the right side for England, the left-hand side for Congo is like the main point of emphasis for the attacks. You see most of the game played in the middle third and in Congo's defensive third, but the score is still 1-0 to the team that is constantly in their own third. Final third entries, England doubled them 41-20. A lot more passes in the final third, long. Both teams going long about the same 17 times for England, but very effective in terms of the accuracy. Same for Congo, not bad, 45%. England getting the crosses in 5 of 19. Don't expect that to change in the second half. Congo definitely. That's a good amount actually for the amount of times they have entered the final third. So they don't mind getting crosses into the box as well. Ground duels and aerial duels pretty much even. And duels overall very even. England having success in their dribbles. So look for that to be a point of emphasis maybe for the coach at halftime. Take on players more in the duels. Don't wait and look to combine every single time. Sometimes you have a good matchup, take on the player and create something on your own. So Mpasi definitely the big winner in the goalkeeping stats. You see the goals prevented already 1.23. That's big. That's amazing. One big save. I would count 2 as big saves personally. I think the 2 headers from Bellingham I would count as big saves, but clearly SofaScore does not agree. And then as far as the players are concerned, you got to give credit to the goalkeeper, of course. Not to mention the right back and Mbemba. I think they have been really good. The goal scorer has been good. Wissa, that 6.3 really dragged down by the big chance that he missed. But I think overall he's been really good. His run's effective. He's collecting the ball in the left and right channel if he needs to. And then he's always there to be finishing off those chances in the middle. So those are a good idea and understanding of when to arrive in the box. You can see that from Johan Wissa. And like I said, he would have a higher rating, but big chance miss, sorry, that usually pull down about 0.5 of your score. So, without that miss, and that's the beauty of football, right? Because you get about a 0.75, 0.7 for scoring a goal, 0.8. And that difference of dropping 0.5, he would have been at like 7.5 or 7.6 at this point if he just puts that chance away. So fine margins in football, right? But look, England, if I'm Tommy Tuchel, I'm saying, listen, can we play? We didn't play, it's not a speech like We can't play any worse than that. The speech is more so, we have to just have to get one in. I think right now the keeper is very confident, right? But confidence doesn't have to remain forever, especially if he's to concede anytime soon. Maybe with a concession of a goal, you see a different. But today he looks possessed. He's gonna be in the right position. So it's gonna take something very good to beat this keeper, just based on what we saw in the first half. Um, but I think England, they they've created, so I want to beat them because they're losing, but they have created chances. They really have created chances. O'Reilly has a big chance missed and created, right? Wait, which chance did O'Reilly miss? What am I forgetting, people? Which chance did O'Reilly miss? See if so their first shot wasn't until 30 minutes. That was a big chance for Bellingham. That was the first header. That after that first touch, I thought Kane was gonna score, but it was a brilliant block by Tuanzebe. Then O'Reilly had a .32. What the hell? I kicked out for a goal kick from this up. That header was crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. And they didn't count Kane's in the 6-yard box as 1.07. That's crazy. And why would it be so low from that angle? First good corner Rice tech for the day. Well, first good set piece Rice tech for the day. Right pan Hurricane footed land. All right. England coaches, Congo coaches, what are you changing, if anything, at halftime? Let me know. England now score today. Remember, keeper is blessed. They are keeper like Thomas and Kono. If England lose this game, I think they will not. Oh, I think they will riot. You think so? Maybe still. Love a good riot. They do. People, let me tell you, this is gonna be historic if they pull this off. This will be historic if they pull this off. Remember, people, hit that like button. Be sure to hit the like button. Share and subscribe as well. Let me know what you guys would do halftime. Is it the obvious one? Are you taking off Madueke? Bringing on Saka? I don't know if I would, man. Madueke was one of the more effective players for them in the first half. So I wouldn't be taking him off. I would give Rashford a little more time. I would strongly consider sacrificing one of Rice or Anderson, honestly. Get another creative on the field, Eze, Rogers. You could even, I don't know, would you toy with the idea of, bringing on Watkins or Tony and, playing some kind of two-striker system? Is that something you would look into maybe to just get something different going on with the team? I don't know. I mean, because they're creating so many chances, I wouldn't necessarily panic as the coach. I would probably give the team that's starting another 10 minutes, to about 55 minutes and reassess, because I liked enough of what I saw in the gameplay after the break whatever they kind of adjusted after that hydration break, you could see they didn't take a shot in the first 30 minutes, and then they took like 10 to end off the half. So, or 8, whatever it was. So, their gameplay is in the ascendancy. The only thing is within that ascendancy, Wissa had, one of the clearest chances of the game, even while that was happening. So, it's all not perfect, but I don't know if it's really necessarily time to rip up the plan and try something completely different. I don't think that's what they should do right now. But what do you guys think? Hi, Gabulous. England can't handle the fire time. Time to get out of the kitchen or get cooking. England need to do something. I know that. Novella. England and them bag of overpriced players. I've always said they're overrated and overhyped, just like USA. I hope Congo prevail. Boy, Slingstone, I wouldn't. You really think USA is hyped to the point of England, though? I don't think so. England is at next level of hype. Nobody no rate USA like that, bro. Who rate Slingstone? Who really rate USA in world football? USA is still not getting the ratings, bro. Maybe not men's, but not the men's team. The men's team not getting the ratings. I said, you're here for it, huh? Well, stick around. The demise will either continue or them find something. Me get a likes check. See where I go on for my likes them. 20 likes. Come on, people. Get me to the 30 likes. Get me to the 30 likes. I know people pass through forward, drop comment, cut out, come back again. So yeah, man, why are you there this time, man? Let's drop a like on the video. Well, it was a slow burn. Congo got the early goal. What I expected was England to, get upset and kind of go crazy, but that never happened. Congo kind of controlled the game a little bit, and England started to come more into it. And then once the hydration break happened, England went to another gear that we hadn't seen yet, and they started to get chances, and after chance after chance after chance, and the goalkeeper did his thing. Yeah, women team is hyped. Don't even know if they're overhyped, but they're definitely hyped. But the men's team not get no ratings, brother. I don't know why they put USA in that Slingstone, honestly. Yep, the goalie went crazy. 8.0. Madueke been them best player. Look at that. 2 big chance created from the crosses. The return is there, 95%. Only 1 unsuccessful touch. Only 9 times he lose possession out of 42 touches. So he's very involved and he's been effective. 7 progressive carries. That's probably the stat why any coach uses him. One of the best carriers, progressive carriers of the ball out there. USA have a lot of sports and soccer is not in the top three. England is known for football. Yeah, that's another reason too. USA rate USA every minute, every bro. Slingstone. Yes. When you're there at Jamaica, you're gonna see commercial with Leon Bailey and them people left. It's the same thing. Come on, man. So you want every commercial to be Messi and Ronaldo and stuff in the USA too? Man, them not to market them people to the people and we're going to game them and thing. I wouldn't call that overrated. That is just you're seeing the commercials from the country where you are. And I'm assuming you're in America, Slingstone. By the way, who is Slingstone? Who is this? Do I know who this is? Like outside of YouTube? Or this is just a commenter? I feel like I should know who this is, you know. Second half underway. 1 minute in. I'm there chat. Spence, Kansa, Empasi. So have there been any changes? No. Rashi, okay, still the same lineup for England and for DR Congo as well. So in possession, Rice basically goes to play left back. But here he's driving forward, plays it wide to Rashford now. Rashford being closed down. Big switch is on. Didn't decide to do it. Now it finds Madueke. 1v1 Masuaku has help inside. Good shape on the cross. Twanzebe clears that one. Sipenga brings it down. Second ball won by Anderson. Bellingham thought he was offside, so left it. Here's Masuaku. Good skill on the line. Good pressing from Anderson. Wins the ball back. Anderson. No, that was the wrong pass to Bellingham there. Damn it, man. Madueke would have been ruled offside, I think, if that stood. Madueke hurt something. See if he can run this off. But walking gingerly right now. And Congo with some loose touches in the midfield. They give up possession. Here's Rice. Rice will play it backwards to somebody. Yes, he does, to O'Reilly. O'Reilly going into that Man City role. Central and getting forward. Inside left. Finds a space, but Congo with very good coverage in the wide areas. But Mutasami upset with himself. Knows that a corner is dangerous. Toe pokes it out for a corner and looks immediately to the heavens. Rice steps up to take this one. It will be his in-swinging corner. Yeah, man, that have something to do with it, man. I threw you there. I threw you there. And yeah, see that. That's why, if it bother you, me watch everything on Telemundo, you know, brother. The only time we change to the American station is for hear TT in the studio and Zlatan them, or Seydorf or whoever in the studio. But other than that, I watch the actual game on Telemundo because I can't take the commercial doing hydration and all of that. Ooh, that was set up perfectly for Bellingham to arrive at the back post. But Masuaku adjusted his body position and got his head to it before it fell to the foot of Bellingham. Bellingham was like seeing the goal in the lights. Good defensive play from Masuaku, but England there had everyone concentrated to the near post. So interestingly, Rice comes all the way over to the other side to take the corner from this side as well. So no in-swinging option with Madueke on this other side. Rice with the outswinger. They've scored from a corner like this at the World Cup so far. Good ball. And the referee What is he calling? So it looks like right before the kick was taken, he blew the whistle on Mbemba and Kane. They said, told Mbemba stop pushing, told Kane stop pushing, but on the replay, it was only Mbemba that was on the ground. So I don't know. Maybe that's from previous pushes, but it couldn't have been that play. Rice again, not the best corner. Cut out at the first man. Behind, Rice does well to win back the ball. Finds Madueke. Madueke has 4 Congolese players around him. Finds a pass back to Spence. Spence, though, had to stretch, and both players are down. Cleon says the referee, there's space on the right-hand side, and that's well blocked. I don't know who blocked. I think Gay, he blocked that, and that was lucky because that was going to be a problem. Spence, and I can't see which Congolese player is down, but here's Rashford running at the defense. Beats 2. Oh, and he puts it side netting. What a run from Rashford. The direct Marcus Rashford. It's hard to stop him when he's in his stride coming towards that corner of that left side corner of the box. This is the slide tackle. It was Wissa and Spence going at it fully there. Both ended up down for a little while, and then Rashford on the counter. 1v1. Beats his man easily. I think that was Sadiki back covering for Wan-Bissaka. Kane looked to be offside, but Congo cut it out anyway. Here's Masuaku. Masuaku to Sadiki. Closed down by Anderson to be a throw to DR Congo. So much of the same in the second half so far. England getting all the chances. And Mbemba actually was the one left flat-footed with Rashford. And the keeper was beaten near post as well, but it was just wide. If that's inside that post, that's 1-1. And Passy was flat-footed. And Passy was flat-footed there. Goal off the line. Congo goal living a charmed life. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is amazing so far. Madueke, that's too long over everyone. Let's see the replay on this one again. And not for the first time. Mpasi coming up big. Cross into the box was deflected. It was going in the goal. And Mpasi had to react. And then he was helped out by Mbemba on the second attempt. Really could have just let him catch it. But Mbemba didn't want to take any chances. Kicked it out of his goalkeeper's hand. And in the end, it's a goal kick for Congo. But it's one-way traffic right now. Spence in space. Running down the flank. Plays it into Madueke. He's onside. Right foot cross to the back stick. Rashford jumps high. I think he had an awkward landing that time. If Rashford was able to get that header on target, that would have been amazing. Spence again down the right side. Has to turn back now. Resets to the back line. Imagine if Greenwood did decide to play for Jamaica and we had qualified and now playing against England instead of Congo. Greenwood gets his revenge against England. That would be hell of a story right there. Hell of a story. Here's Madueke on the right. Triple team just about. They're not getting overloaded on the wide areas. They're not going to let it happen. Working hard for each other is Congo. Here's Spence. Again, double team. Crowded out. Masuaku in the corner. Probably playing for a foul here. And he does earn the goal kick in the end. Playing it off the foot of Jed Spence. Look at the dignitaries watching the match. Infantino. Wenger behind him. Decent play from Congo, but no sustained possession for them. Yo, Tuchel ever yell at Spence, brother. And Spence ever say, "What? I'm literally doing what you want." What does he want him to do? Does he want him to go forward? And now Spence body language change after him get the yelling at. Yo, Tommy, if you know your ball of them, brother. Spence a hard edge, you know. Spence a tough head, you know, man. Him no want nobody a yell after him and a show him up. Because the whole demeanor change. Don't go in there, Bellingham. Don't go in there. Man, stay in the box, Jude. Where you run out of the box for? You're the most threatening man in the box with Kane. Rashford on his left. Poor from Rashi. And he knows it. Into midfield, Wissa. Tried to switch the play. Kane blocked that one. Back to Wissa again. And that goes out for a throw. So definitely England squeezing Congo right now. They can't keep possession. And it's one-way traffic. Oh, Rashford made a good little run, but Rice is never going to try that pass or find it. Never. I see it week in, week out. What are you doing, Elliot Anderson? You can't take back the foul, this up, brother. Man, the ball done gone. Kane running through. Oh! It was a good attempted pass by Kane, but well blocked by Twanzebe. Might have been crucial as well. Anderson caught Sadiki late there. Got away with that one. Could have been a yellow. Ref played advantage. Didn't go back to book the player. It's well played by Congo. Good step by Spence, but he's beaten too easily. Now they're in behind. Here's Sipenga down the left. Good covering from Anderson. Sipenga crowded out of it now, still on the ball. Trying to find an angle to cross. Masuaku plays it early. Wasn't the best ball in the world. Mutusami keeps possession. Wan-Bissaka on the right. Macau and Buku showing support. Macau still on the ball. He'll just turn it back to Wan-Bissaka and it will reset Mutusami. Mutusami with the big switch up play. Sipenga is free, and that's too much on that ball to Sipenga. The ball was on, but Mutusami hit it too hard. So Madueke has come off. Rashford has come off. 15 more minutes they got. Saka is on and Anthony Gordon is on. So the wingers have changed. Let's see how this changes England's play now. Declan Rice passes back to Gahey. Gahey over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly in space. Rice makes the run. Can't find him. It's Gordon. Gordon goes back to O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Good cutback cross. Mutusami in the air. Rice heads it again. Cleared by Mbemba. And Mukau is free on that right hand side. Gordon runs back, fresh legs, and he closes down to earn a throw. So Congo has the throw in. So let's see how the two change things for England, if at all. We wouldn't even get out the group, and if we did, we'd be behind by multiple goals. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Yeah, man, the Congo drummer get a beating right now. The score. Congo tries a strike. It's cut out. Bellingham can't get to it first. Here's Masuaku going inside. Changing the play now. Resets to Mbemba. Mbemba goes all the way wide to Mukau. Mukau 1v1 with O'Reilly. Gordon comes to step and help. O'Reilly blocks the cross, but only can give up a corner. Might be RR doing it. Oh, yeah, and I feel all right, cool. So I'm gonna left the screen on that. That way the scorer run. Shot from distance. Ooh, this kid Mukau has been good today, man. Dangerous left foot, and that strike was flying. That was on target as well. Anderson got a flick on, taking it wide, but Pickford wasn't to know. He was diving outstretched. I was headed for the top corner. Sipenga, the goal scorer, will come over to this side to take this corner. The Congo fans can feel it getting closer. England fans looking nervous. Sipenga to the back stick. Mbemba couldn't get the clean contact on it. Mutusami cleans up. Mbemba on the ball again. Saka just defends him and it goes out for a throw. Mbemba wanted something, but nothing given. Surprisingly, Mukau is the first substitution. It must be just tired legs because it can't be for how he's been playing. Mbuku with a good... I keep saying Mukau. I mean to be saying Mbuku. Mbuku with a good game. And Misha Kelia, who was used sparingly in the group stage, is now on in the second half. He will be a threat stretching the field, whatever wing he decides to go and play. I think he's on that right side. Sipenga will stay on the left side. Here is Saka, first time against Masuaku. Decides to play it central to Anderson. Anderson. Over to Konsa. Konsa. O'Reilly. O'Reilly doesn't look to be tucking in as much. Just playing a more supporting role to Gordon down that left side. Gordon thought about using speed, but thought better of it, knowing that it's Wan-Bissaka there. And Saka leaving space for Spence. And this is the difference with Elia. More speed down this flank. And look at that. He just pushes it and goes. O'Reilly closing the gap. And eventually O'Reilly will win the ball back. And O'Reilly was fouled in the end. But Elia, a different threat, can just take it direct with pace. So not a bad move by the coach. Mukau a bit more of a technician. Sorry, Mbuku. Keep saying Mukau. Gordon, 1v1. It's the angle. Cross. There's no player from England close enough to that cross. Anderson with a loose first touch, but O'Reilly will control the second ball. Gordon, O'Reilly into Anderson. Anderson turns on the ball now. Going back the same side to O'Reilly. O'Reilly, Rice, back to Anderson. Anderson now switches the play. Here's Spence. Spence opens up, has Saka wide, makes the run. Saka doesn't use the run, uses the run, but doesn't pass it. Saka plays the cross off of a Congolese player, wins the second ball. Good shielding from Spence. Spence into the box now. Oh, had Kane for easy cutback pass, but couldn't find him. And that's going to be a yellow card to Kanza for sure. Or it should be. You're going to see more of that from England as the game continues to be 1-0. More risk, less cover, and they'll be afraid of Congo getting in behind. For real. Nothing good. I can imagine the headlines, you know? Hydration break, 3 minutes, them say. Skipper, come on, don't go too far. I don't remember Mpasi. Did Mpasi even touch the ball with him gloves in the whole game? don't do that. We had a better score line at 67 minutes than the Kittens, you know? But yeah, I wouldn't say that we were better than how England has been. No. But I know you're just a joke still. Foundations football watchers. Yeah. Congo only have one more change in normal time. All right, respect float. So they have, all right, so let's see what the subs have been. So why them only have one more change in normal time? Them get 3 sub window, you know? And then they'll get an extra one in the injury time. I mean, in the extra time if it goes to extra time. Empathy has been the star of the show. Second half. Tuchel looking animated, giving his instructions on the sideline. I think he knows that it's now or never for England. There is no tomorrow. He was hoping for a successful World Cup, stay in the job, be the manager for a while. But boy, let me go back to the scoreline. Yeah, man, me know say a joke here, man. Are the England fans seeing London burning? But I really want Congo to win, all the disrespect from the Europe pundits saying that the teams don't belong in the World Cup. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I had Ivory Coast to top Norway. That didn't happen. I had England to beat Congo. So that way, I can still get a African team in there like I thought. Just not the one that I thought. And that's fine. Whichever one get there, get there. Two nil, really? Corner to England. I was about to say. So it looks like Eze is on for Jed Spence. So he's putting on another creative player. I think he's probably the most creative player in the team, to be honest. If you really look at all the players, it might just be a back three. I was going with one less defender. Yeah, man. Let's see what him can do. Milky Moo a troll, brother. Don't listen Milky Moo. If you're watching on you, if you're watching, just look at your screen. I know you might be just listening, but just look at your screen and you see me have the score line on it. Every time I look on it, I go see it. I just have myself in the corner and the score, right? So big. Anderson, out to Garden, out to Bellingham, probably not in the area you want him, and that's why way too far on the cross. Kane, stop worrying about the ref. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really folks, you know. It's just, I think it's just Milky Moo alone. Say 2-0. Ido Kayembe coming on. Masuaku goes long. Here's Garden. Plays it back inside to Gehi. Look like Rice has moved to right back basically, which is really more so for delivery on this side than actually playing right back. Is a good ball to Rice. Rice to the back stick. That will stay in play. Here's Garden. Garden floats it in. Kane 1-1. Harry Kane. Harold Kane. Harold Bloody Kane. This guy Harold, man, he just had to find one. And I was thinking there's not enough pace on that cross. It was just a little loopy cross by Garden. One all. Harry Kane. if Jamaica decides to play fast-paced offensive football instead of the defensive long ball, we can cause trouble to enough teams. Slingstone, the problem is in order to do that, you have to have a lot of players willing to run off the ball. And I don't see that from Jamaica teams. Everybody stands. And that's why the game is so slow. So if we can somehow, all of a sudden, start to make runs off the ball consistently and constantly, then we have a chance to do that. But I just don't see the movement. I don't see the patterns to be able to do it. Yep, Sir Kane. Man's gonna get a knighthood. So finally, Banganda plays. You'd think this man don't play for the team again. And Mukau, who I kept calling non-stop, even though it's Mbuku who I was talking about, comes off the pitch. And Ido Kayembe, who started the first game of the World Cup, hasn't started since. He's back in to get a game as well. So 3 changes now. No, was it 4 changes? Yeah, 3 changes now for Congo. Still the same 3 as well for England. Eze was the one who came on more recently. Gordon keeps it in play. Can England kick on now? England do not want this game to go to penalties. Now that they have found this goal, they would love to get this one finished in real time, and Congo the same. Yeah, hold on there. Prince Harry. Joe Connell. Keeper touched the ball, but not enough. Yeah. White, yeah. As soon as I said it, I was like, that's not gonna go over well with the yard people, you know. Where say we just live in a if land. Say if my auntie had different parts, she would be my uncle. Big, fast, and strong, but when we play, the players hardly run, especially off the ball. They only love to move when the ball at their feet. Yeah, and that's why we can't play faster. Because if every time a man get the ball, they have to stop and look for someone not moving, then that's gonna slow the ball game down. Yeah, they have to stay positive. Just play. I mean, look, it's 1-1. If somebody said to the coach last night, it's gonna be the 78th minute and it's 1-1, he would say, I'll take it. So don't act like it's the end of the world you got scored on. I mean, you're still in the game. It's tough, Jagans, because he's pretty much done best every time so far. And that's the first time he never do the right thing with it. Saka, well headed by Wan-Bissaka. Gordon into the pocket. Kane. Back to Anderson. Top of the goal. Didn't really. He tried it, but he didn't have the conviction. Fully fit, high football and IQ players need to be selected. That would be a good start. Yeah, man. Soon as I say it, I say, sure. I see who the first commenter will be for the Y. It was you this time. From a day, I mean, I see Duckland in the chat, I know him there. He would have definitely sort out a Y at some point for that. Declan Rice, boss coach. So still Rogers on the bench. Interesting that he went with Eze over Rogers today. It seemed like Rogers was a bit ahead of him in the pecking order, but maybe he liked the the role that he want Eze to play. He likes him for it more in this particular game. It's a good throw out by Pickford. Gordon in space. Congo getting a bit braver, so there's a bit more of some openings, and that's good defending. And Bemba used all his experience there to block off Gordon. Kanza, why would you? This man takes penitentiary chances all the time. Saka 1v1. Masuaku. Nothing. Rice, good shape. Twanzebe heads it out. Gordon will get to this one first. Looks like he's going to go out for a throw. It will. England look a bit tired. Not much energy in England's play right now. Here's Anderson. Bellingham. Plays it wide to Gordon. Good run by Bellingham. Players in the box. Await. Puts it on his right foot. Goes back to the left. On the ground. That could have went anywhere. Here's Anderson. Anderson has help wide. Doesn't use it. Now does. Here's Gordon. Gordon with his right foot. Good shape on it. But Mbemba clears forcefully all the way into England's half. Here's Pickford. Just leaves it for Gahey. Gahey over to Kansa. Kansa has Rice on this near side, but goes back to Gahey. Yeah, man, they're playing in Atlanta with the open. It have an open option and a close option, and it's about 100 degrees in Atlanta right now, so I'm sure they have it closed with the AC a blow. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in Atlanta with the open stadium. Congo win the game about 5 love. Ball. Club teammates linking up. Good ball by Saka. Oh, no player could anticipate the ricochet. But look at how open England is. Anyhow, Wissa could have trapped that properly. Would have run well if everybody and go score. Try Wissa. Come on, Kane. Good throw by Mpasi. Sadiki out there for the whole game. One all still, people. This one could be headed to extra time. But still more time for one of these two teams to find a big winner. For one, it will be much more historic than the other. But let's see. Elia now on the left side. I think that's been done on purpose. Put him up against Rice. Not necessarily a right back. Rice holding his own. Saka 1v1 with Masuaku. Can you take him on, bro? He can. Beats one. Cuts back onto his left foot. Somehow kept it on his left foot. Plays it back to Anderson. Move the team up the pitch. Here's Gahey. Over to Gordon. Is a thought about going into that space, but leaves it open for him. Here's Bellingham. Again, they're keeping one player back. If they can get this right, they might break on England for a goal, you know. England is living dangerously. Good run from Kane. Kane. That's good defending. Twanzebe. Kane, that's not really his game. And it showed there. Saka does well not to ricochet out of play. Here's Anderson into the box. Oh, a little bit too tall. Eze was never going to win that second ball from the keeper. Justin Fields. Here come Congo. If they found a goal now, it would be crazy. Elia to the back stick. Headed out by Gay. Back to Elia. Elia tries for a shot, and why not? Pickford might sell it. Saved by Pickford. Declan Rice. Wow. That's a good run by Bellingham. This could be a problem. He's in on goal. Shoots it right at the keeper. He saves it. Ricochet comes out to Garden. Garden still on the ball. Finds Kane. Kane looking for the shooting angle. Oh, what a strike by Hurricane. Oh my gosh. Yo, King Harold, bro. King Harold. King Harold. What a strike by Hurricane. Yo, bro. I don't care if you were cheering for Congo to not get scored on. That was class. That was class. And I feel bad for the manager from DR Congo. The game plan was good. They're playing decent. They're playing good enough. And Hurricane is just too good. I was brilliant by Hurricane. Literally brilliant. The run by Bellingham, not tracked enough from the midfielders, was a weak shot in the end. Kane wanted it. Gordon did well to keep it. Found Kane. And Kane just had an inkling. And the goalkeeper, for me, is not anticipating enough. What do you think Kane is getting ready to do? And he just caught that so cleanly. Oh my word. What a goal. But honestly, what does Mpasi think he's doing next? Good finish. It's over. Kane deadly. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 RR, 2-1, 2-1 England. Harry Kane again. Score a brace. Listen, make the game sweet. Score Congo. John Terry loves it. They didn't track him well enough. Yeah, that run by Bellingham. I mean, it was such a slow run, and nobody thought to, okay, let me block the angle of the pass. Let me go with him. They just let him run. Good defending from Rice. Elia can't get to that one. Come on, Congo, says Milky. Defenders could have done better. Too much space to shoot. Yeah, tired legs. But the thing for me is like the goalkeeper didn't have any kind of gather step or set himself for the shot. And what I don't know what he thinks Kane is going to do after that long touch out of his feet. Once he gets back to it, he's going to shoot. I mean, it was pretty obvious. And I think Kane noticed that the goalkeeper was a bit central. He wasn't guarding his near post enough. And just said, let me just try to shoot it very hard towards his near post. Again, Bellingham with a run down the flank. But the wrong curl on that ball should have been the other way so it could stay in. England fans celebrating. Joris Kayembe will be coming on as well as Fishan Mayele. So this has been a sub, a normal sub for Congo. Masuaku for Kayembe. And they have actually taken off Wissa as well. I think Wissa is a mistake. It's supposed to be Mutasami for Mayele. I could not see them taking off Wissa right now. Ain't no way. So they've sacrificed a midfielder. Got on Mayele. Wissa drops into somewhat of a number 10 role just in behind the strikers. He's going to find any second ball that drops down. I have to say that the Banganda substitution has not done anything for Congo. Ballon d'Or. Maybe they didn't go far enough in the CL. Maybe. But if they win the World Cup and he, is the golden boot or whatever, he's close to that, then maybe. Yeah, it wasn't good enough, man. It was a good effort though. You have to give them that. I think the goalie thought the two on him was going enough. The angle wasn't great. Yeah, and that's why you have to close the angle even more. Because there's defenders guarding your far post because they're behind the play. So the one angle he has is that near post. So you got to tuck, you got to shift towards it. He never moved. He just stood in the same spot. That's what I don't understand. Yeah, man, big them up, yeah, man. Big them up. And it's hard to beat the keeper, but on both goals, I thought he could have done better. I mean, the second one is gonna look like what are you saying? Kane just wrap that in. But if you look at his positioning, when Kane makes a touch wider, you have to slide to the left slightly. He doesn't move at all. So Kane has created an angle that could have been cut down by the keeper. Plus, he should cheat to that side even more because the two players chasing Kane are somewhat blocking the angle to the cutback shot to the far post. And that's why Kane went near post. 6 minutes is all they have. England has no chance against Mexico, says Sling Stone. Stone's getting subbed on now. Declan Rice is really struggling out there. So Stones is on for the final 5 minutes. So let's see how they organize the back line. My guess would be Kansa to right back, but I don't know. They might just put Stones out there just to not break up the pairing that's been playing all game. But no, I was right. Kansa has gone out to right back. Woo! Guess he feels okay because Stones and Gay at least have played for a club together. I don't think they ever played for club before though as a pairing. I know they have played. I think they have played in this World Cup as a pairing, but not for club. 94 kilometers per hour. He ain't just hit the ball. Fans are getting outrun easily. Good cutback. Ooh, referee! What kind of tackle that? What kind of tackle was that, sir? He kick over the man wickedly. That should be a foul. What about this? So nothing to come out of that. Well, I don't know. Say England now get no penalty call upon them. So I better score from open play or a set piece or something. But you not get no penalty. They must show the goal again. So the touch, get it out of him feet. Saka want it. I want to see the keeper. I mean, he made one little step, but he should have recognized that he needed to make one more. What a fucking strike by Kane, though. Congo is now or never, over the top. Kanza cuts it out. Saka wins a throw. Congo bench looking dejected right now. Hurry up and throw the ball, brother, before you lose the throw. Nope. Wissa. Oh, good play from Wissa. Draws a foul. Bellingham claims his shoulder, but you can't shoulder him if you're behind him. I think Wissa has shown as like a big player for like a smaller team in the World Cup, how to do it. He's put in the hard work, he's scored goals, he's drawn fouls, he's run his socks off, he's done pretty much everything that you would want your quote unquote star baller to do. Um but 2-1 here, people, and literally this is it. I believe that this free kick will tell the story of what happens in this match, or at least how it ends. Center forward should stay the width of the D in order to have scoring opportunities and be effective as well. There's different schools at that. The main thing is like having players that understand that we need someone there at all times. It doesn't necessarily have to be my center forward, but my left winger needs to see that my center forward has come left, so he needs to follow the speed or whatever the case is. So as long as they're aware of these things, I'm good. This free kick has taken forever to be taken. That doesn't look like 10 yards. But what are you going to do? Wissa couldn't quite get that direction right on that one, and I think they kind of know it now. I think that was ever kicked with enough force to score from that distance. You're not going to place a ball in from there, and that's it. It's 2-1 to England, and a captain's performance by Harry Kane. 2 goals. DR Congo must feel like their hearts were ripped out today. Great effort from them. They had the lead for 70 odd minutes of this game, 80 minutes of this game, 75 minutes, sorry, of this game. But Harry Kane comes up with the goods again. 2 goals for Kane. And Kane, of course, that takes his tally for the World Cup to 5. So just behind the top guns of the campaign so far. But Harry Kane again with a big performance. Gordon with the 2 assists. So good performance from him off the bench. Thought him and Saka. Well, Saka was just about what Madueke was doing, but Gordon was a little better than Rashford today. Eze didn't really influence it much, but I think what Eze did do was just provide another body in and around to take up space and maybe free up some more space for Kane, who at times was a little bit isolated in certain spaces and couldn't get free enough to shoot. But once those spaces became bigger because he had more attacking threats running into space, that is how Kane, I think, had the time to control and shoot a shot like that when at no point before that did it look like you know Kane was ever going to be free enough to shoot. Yo, no shouldn't feel bad, Congo. No play, no do good, no do well. No do well, Congo. No do well. Seriously, don't beat up on yourself too much. Let's take a look at the stats before we head out of here. 2 expected goals to England, 0.80 to Congo. So Congo definitely slowed down. They were at like 0.7 for the first half. Only 0.10 the whole entire second half. But to be expected, you're going to be on the back foot a bit defending your lead. Only 2 big chances were added to the 5 from the first half. So England wasn't able to open them up quite as frequently in the second half, at least not to create any huge chances, but a lot of goal mouth activity and near chances for sure in that second half as well. In the end, they had 16 shots to 7. 5 saves and Passy had in overall for the day. 5 corners for England, 3 for Congo. Um, the yellow card stayed the same from the first half, one apiece. Don't know how Kansa never got one and a few others in that second half. Shots on target 7-2, so domination there as far as that is concerned. One thing that England did better in the second half, it was all Madueke's side. And the first half, I think the second half, we started to see a lot more variation. And interestingly, the goals both came from kind of starting on that left-hand channel, whether inside or outside. One was that run by Bellingham that kind of caused a lot of problems, and then the second one was a cross coming from that left side as well. So um, yeah, I think they varied it up a bit more in the second half, and that proved to be good for them. You see the most of the game played in Congo's defensive third for the whole game, middle third next, and then much less time spent in England's defensive third or Congo's attacking third. Um, England need to get better in front of goal, clearly. One big chance scored and they missed six. The one big chance Congo had, Wissa could not get it inside that post, hit the outside of the post and missed. Entries, England 75-49 for Congo. Um, England had almost 200 more accurate passes in the game as well. So that fatigue that comes from chasing all day definitely showed itself late in the game. I thought Congo, the spaces became to be wider between their defensive players, and that little split second of time extra that these England players had, namely Harry Kane, proved to be the death of DR Congo today. But again, DR Congo should hold their heads high. I think Mpasi could have done better potentially on the first one. The second one, I thought his positioning could have been better. Not to say that it wouldn't just blow off his head and still go in, but he definitely made it a little bit easier for Harry Kane for that second goal as well. Wan-Bissaka had a top class game. I think all the players, Wissa didn't have the greatest stats in terms of overall score, but he definitely was a presence out there. You could tell that he's one of the better players, right? Madueke, I thought is going to get a lot of flack for starting, and they're going to cost him and this and that, but he wasn't bad. He was actually good in the game, one of the better outfield players, probably the best player in the first half for England. Elliot Anderson did well as well, a lot of work in there. Gehi, again, as typically has been happening, was a little better than Kansa. I think they need to figure out what's going on with Nico O'Reilly. The alternative to him on the bench at left back is really Dan Burn, probably. I don't see anybody else that could really play that role. So O'Reilly's just going to have to figure it out and start to play better. Yeah, because it's not really quite coming off for him right now in this tournament. Pickford was poor on their goal that they conceded. He'll need to get better as well. But England is through, but I think a lot of England fans will probably not feel they'll be happy that they've gone through, but I'm sure they still have a lot of questions more than answers right now. Yeah, man, great game, David. Really good game. Good fight, Congo. They are give a good account of themselves, nevertheless. Yes, sir. Next versus England going to be interesting. Yeah, hopefully that fall in a time and a day where I can definitely be here for it, because that is a game that is intriguing for sure. Are calling it from now, 3-2 Mexico. Now back to the drawing board to petition the universe for England's tourney field. Tuchel earned his money. Yeah, I mean, he made some subs. He clearly wanted to get more players in and around Kane, which in a funny way kind of gave him more space because they were more attached to other players around him. And Kane is so intelligent that he's gonna put himself in a spot where he'll have a split second to do what he needs to do, and he did that today. Switching to the three at the back and pushing Rice to CB was class. DR Congo got karma. The first goal England scored was an offside and nobody checked it. Jamaican karma. Oh, somebody was offside? Really? Mexico is gonna murder this England team, says Son. Wissa needed to put that second one in. Yeah, they did need that 2-0 lead. Now them English fans will be happy. White assist, white goal. Oh gosh, Rob Smith. If it ain't local overseas, is race. Belgium, Senegal, Slingstone. I think I picked Senegal, Yeah, I picked Senegal to win a high scoring game, 3-2. And I'll be back later for the USA Bosnia game, but I'm not gonna do a live for the Belgium Senegal game. So I'll be back. I'm gonna recharge the batteries, spend a little family time, and I'll come back on about. I'll try to come on a little earlier, maybe like 7 or 7:15 or something like that. Latest 7:30 though. So look out for that. I'll have a thumbnail up shortly, and just look out for that. But for now, pretty much the story is England come back. I do live in this world, but I mean, I'm not gonna magnify those things, like because that's stupid to me personally. So even if it's out there and I see it, I'm not going to like play it up or whatever. Like it's been what it's been. And I know some people feel that way, some don't. So what are you gonna do? But I'm saying like the English fans that are thinking about it in from a footballing perspective, I know they're gonna be happy that they went through, but I mean the grand scheme of the tournament, are they playing well enough to win the tournament is gonna be the question. English media will be downright jolly. Gordon to Kane, Gordon to Kane. People, big up on yourselves. 18 of you in the building holding strong. We greatly appreciate the views on the show today. Remember, as a reminder, people, if you haven't already done so, please do hit the like button on the way out of the show. Like I said later on, to bring you the USA versus Bosnia game. So look out for the thumbnail for that. Like I said, it should be around 7:30 my time. My time will go live. Enough time to show the lineups, give my take on who I think will win and keys to the win, and then we'll be here to do play-by-play, give some anecdotes, have some banter, cut some cloth, hopefully not, and we will be here to have some more great football action in this, what I think has been a very exciting World Cup so far. So Belgium, Senegal, I'm going for the Senegal win. Mama Africa, you lost today. You lost yesterday. Don't make it three in a row. Senegal get past Belgium. 3-2. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. 3-2. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Nice to see Senegal win. Nevertheless, Belgium best team so far when it comes to ball possession. True. They've also played three teams that none of them really possess the ball. So let's see how different it is against Senegal, who actually do like to possess the ball. Don't think they get past Mexico. Yeah, me either. I have England losing to Mexico next round. If England win the tournament, then shame on the tournament. Brazil, says Nitro. Give thanks. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Dragons. Thanks for tuning in, my brother. Nitro don't even recognize Brazil. Man, them play like some Europeans. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, man, you at work. Big up. Glad I could at least give some kind of vibes to what they are going. And later on, hopefully they off work, you can there for the USA match. Big up everyone, not gonna write off Belgium. Yeah, look, I wouldn't be shocked if Belgium beat Senegal. I'm just saying, I personally went to the Senegal 3-2 win. But I think it's one of those games that was pretty much 50-50 in my head. Either team can win on the day. Yeah, man, we need Senegal to win though. Mama Africa need a win again. There's a lot of losses in a row right now, so they need one. The universe been rewarding the bigger teams. Yeah, DR Congo is now a big side. England and Arsenal in 1 year. Football gods are not that wicked. But I was England and Netherlands in 1 year, and that never worked out. So I bad mind England now. We don't want them win. Swear. Even though we have a lot of players on the team, let them be happy about them EPL where them get. Where was the England or DR Congo jersey? Bro, I don't have 48 jerseys. France winning this though, LOL. Yeah, must have forget it, yeah, man. Arsenal jerseys again. My side out. Find that Mexico jersey and on the back of one part in my closet, bro. I have that jersey there from like 19 all long. We're not at the team jersey that you think gonna win in each match no more. No, it just so happened, JB, that the next game after Netherlands lose that I did live, I had a Mexico jersey, so I just wore it. But yeah, that would be nice though. If I had bought, I wouldn't buy 48 jerseys, but if I had bought like maybe 12 of the team jerseys and just have a jersey for all the team them way, I think I'll go far at least. But nah, it's not that serious. Oh, you mean when the show, when the viewership turn up, I have 200-300 around I watch just a live, and the video them I get 50, 100K views and all them thing there. Yeah, man, me reinvesting in myself in the football stuff and buy a bunch of things. But for now, I'll reinvesting going to the farm, brother. You know the thing set JB. But big up in a JB. Don't know, brother. I know say you probably never think that I would do that still. But anyway, people, big up on yourselves, like I say. I'll get a little break from YouTube. We don't know if decompress a little bit, but I'm pretty sure JD IMAX it should be doing the Belgium Senegal game. I think he mentioned that a few days ago. So if you guys looking for somewhere to see the live watch along, because a lot of time, like me personally, me like for watch the game and have a watch along watching instead of like listen to the commentary. So if you wanted that, JD as well, IMAX it football or we Max it football, one of them. He should have the Belgium Senegal game. He lives in Belgium and he always support the African team. So I think it's a good game for him to probably do. So I'm pretty sure he's probably doing it. So look for that. I will be back tonight to do the USA Bosnia game. Like I said, it should be around 7:30 my time. That's 6:30 in Jamaica. Midnight over in the UK. All right. So look for me around that time later. We'll be back. USA Bosnia. I'll bring on my USA jersey just for you, Joseph. No way. That will never happen. That not gonna happen. You won't live to see that happen. Anyway, people, I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV, and the three Lions barely got by the Leopards today. 2-1. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up.